Can you give us a sense of how big the easyJet network is now? How many airports does easyJet fly to?
Yeah, of course. easyJet is the second largest low-cost carrier in Europe. We have around 162 airports that we operate currently. We are the largest carrier in UK and the largest carrier in Switzerland. This year we are opening additional 3 new bases out into our network. We have a total of 30 bases. One in Southend with 3 aircraft this summer launching, and also we were lucky to acquire a remedy slot in Linate, so we opened a base in Linate with 5 aircraft and a base in Rome Fiumicino with 3 aircraft.
And the airport-airline relationship is a fundamental one. What changes have you seen in how airports work with airlines?
I think what we see, the difference we see is we see a lot of data sharing. So there's a lot of information that we see that's out there. So we're just saying, how do we best approach the data? How do we analyze that data, and how do we share that data between various airport stakeholders? So obviously we have data as an airline, we collect our own data, airports collect their own data, but we also have our handling agents that have data. So it's how do we best use the data that we have in our disposal to make a really informed decisions about the operation needs, but also commercially in terms of sort of a relationship with the airports and opportunities on new routes, new network points. So how do we use those data in the best possible way? So that's sort of one of the key. The other thing that's changed that we've seen as well recently is really looking at technology and efficiency. What do we do in terms of technology, innovation? How do we work better together to make our operation more efficient and more reliable?
And what do you look for in relationships with airports? How can airports work most constructively and successfully with airlines like easyJet?
I guess what we would expect airports to do is to really understand our model, our way of doing business. We do growing our NEO portfolio in airports, so next generation aircraft. So we currently have about 24% of our fleet is NEO, and we continue to grow that. We have a firm order for 299 aircraft to be delivered in the next sort of 8 years, which were all NEO aircraft, and we have an additional 100 purchase rights for additional aircraft. So we're going to be growing our NEO share, the next generation. So we would expect airports to look at that and see, okay, how can they incentivize and encourage us to wanting to invest and fly those aircraft to our airport. But also what's important for us is the operational resilience, making low-cost travel easy. So that's something that really very much we're focusing this year in terms of operational stability for us as a carrier. So very much we would like airports to focus on that operational resilience, what they can do to help us to make sure that our aircraft sort of depart on time, that all that infrastructure is fit for purpose and allowing us to really deliver good service to our customers.
What are easyJet's current network priorities? Are you making your existing network denser, or are you developing new destinations or new regions?
A little bit of both. So we do make it denser, like I mentioned earlier, obviously opening Southend base, but also adding aircraft to our UK bases. So one of the key priorities and the pillars of the strategy is easyJet Holidays, which we initiated just before COVID. So that is a part of the business that's growing really, really fast for us. So this year we're looking to grow around 3%, but actually in terms of us, available seat kilometers, we're actually growing by 8%, which means that we're adding a lot more longer sectors to our portfolio to fit in within sort of leisure mix that we want to deliver to fit in within easyJet Holiday strategy. So focusing on leisure, growing a lot more leisure traffic, but also obviously delivering a lot on the cities. So we have 47% of all of our flying actually is to cities. So we're working on a city portfolio. So one of the pillars of the strategy is really and focus is to grow focus cities. So as we're adding and growing our destination bases, the bases that we have, there's 4 destination bases in Spain and 3 in Spain and 1 in Portugal. So very much adding capacity there that allowing us to grow a city, grow focus city. So one of those focus cities is Zurich and Athens. So we're saying how do we add more capacity to those cities, so making it denser. But we're also looking at new network points. So we've we will be launching this summer Tbilisi, so Georgia, but also last winter we've launched Cape Verde, and then some of the new network points that we're looking to grow in the coming years as well.
And what do you hope to get from your participation at Connect?
I guess really good conversation. So we here, we're a group of 8, plus we have 2 individual attending from easyJet holidays. There's 10 of us all together. We've have over 140 meetings booked in for over the 3 days. So we had a really productive first day, and we look at a really good, constructive conversations with a lot of opportunities for us to grow as we grow our network and adding new routes. So yeah, look forward to spending some time with all of our partners, airport partners and new airport partners we haven't worked here before.